Well, hello, boys and girls, ladies and gents, members of Big Red Food Army. It's your boy, Big Red, back for another episode of the Ghetto Gourmet. And what the hell am I making today? Well, I'm going to tell you. It's going to involve this New Orleans French bread. And it's going to involve a little bit of roast beef. We're going to make New Orleans style po' boys. But first, I got to make my Aus Ju Gravy. Alright, so let me get a pot here. Let me get us a pot. I probably could use a smaller pot, but you know what? Hey. And then it's going to involve some beef flavored broth. It's just a Kroger brand. It's going to involve some beef bouillon. Again, Kroger brand, half the price, twice as nice. It's going to involve a little all-purpose flour. It's going to involve a little bit of, let me see if I even have any left. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce, or Worcestershire, however you want to pronounce it. And a little salt, pepper, and garlic powder and onion powder. I would normally use minced garlic and minced onions, but you know what? I didn't feel like it. So we got about half a cup of water. We're not going to use all of that. We're just going to pour a little bit of that in there. Just to coat the bottom of this here. So we had a half a cup and we got a quarter of a cup left. So we probably used about a quarter of a cup. We're going to take this all-purpose flour, open it up. Try not to make a mess. Because just like sugar, it's shit bags. All right, we're going to get us a tablespoon. I'm going to take 2 tablespoons or a tablespoon and a half all-purpose flour. We may need some more later, so we'll leave that on the side. And I'm just going to take that and I'm going to whisk that. And we're going to put a little bit of butter in it because butter makes everything better, right, y'all? We'll put a teaspoon of butter. little more flour in there just to thicken it up a little more. Go with another table. We went with 1.5. Now we go with one more, so it's probably gonna be about 2 tablespoons of flour. And you don't want to burn this or stick it to the pan. You want to basically brown it a little bit. And this would be the time you would stick in your onions or your fresh onions or your your fresh garlic. But I don't have fresh onions. But I do have some chopped onions that I am going to put in here because I want some onions in this. So we're going to put not a whole lot, just a little bit of onions in there. Since that's frozen, that's going to set that over here. And see what that flour does. That flour thickens up. You might put some more onions in there after. But let's go ahead and put some black pepper in there. We're going to put a little black pepper, a little bit of sea salt, a little bit of garlic powder, a little cracked black pepper, give it that fresher pepper taste. I want to lower this flame down to simmer. Add a little garlic powder. And we're using we'll put a little onion powder in it, but we're going to use those frozen onions. I'm going to whisk all that back together, add a little bit more water to loosen it up just a little bit because it's a little thick. And it's gonna look a little pasty. Let me show y'all what it looks like. See, it looks pasty, and that's what you want. You don't want to burn it, but you make that flour thick. You're gonna get a can of beef broth. Open that puppy up. Before we do that, we're going to open up our beef bouillon. Come on, sucker. There we go. I want like 4 cubes. I don't know why they make them in these little individually wrapped things, but 1, 2. My big old digits makes it hard to open this up. 2. I got that on like simmer because, like I said, I don't want it to burn. 3. 4. Got 4 beef bouillons in that. Gonna mix them in there. And when the beef bouillons start melting down, it'll darken up. We're gonna take 1 can of this here gravy. We're gonna whisk it in. Well, not gravy, it's beef broth. We're going to raise the heat up and we're going to bring this to a boil. We are going to put 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. 1, 2. Little of this will go a long way. And what we're going to do, we're going to just go ahead and open these other 2 cans. Maybe just that one might do it. Hold on, let's see. Put a little bit more onions in there. Put our skizzles away, our meat skizzles that we never use for meat. Darn it. That's just going to have to do. I'm going to have to make do with this here because I don't feel like going to find another rubber band. So we're going to tie this into a snot. sucker. I think that's good enough. That'll hold it. I'm thinking maybe, I don't know if I'm going to need this other one here or not, but we're going to see. Alright, since we added another can, we're going to add a little more salt. There's not much pepper left in here, and I got to fill it up. So we're going to put the pepper in there. A little more garlic powder. Got that going to a simmering boil. And now all we're going to do is we got some shredded lettuce and some tomatoes that we got to slice up. We got 2 pounds of roast beef. Now we're going to want to put this back down. That it's boiling. We're going to put it back down to simmer. We're just going to take the slices of roast beef and we're going to tear it up. Tear it up. And roast beef's already cooked. Got it at the deli. We'll see if we need that other can of it don't have to be small pieces. I mean, we're just gonna, you know, maybe thirds. Cut it in fourths or something. Instead of tearing them up one piece at a time, I'm just tearing up whole chunks of them. I could have left them whole. It's more fun when you tear them up. Right, so there goes all the roast beef. That's 2 pounds of roast beef. We got that on the lowest it's gonna go because we want our roast beef hot. And that's plenty enough Aus Ju gravy because we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? So we could save that one can there. And while that's going, we're gonna put this away. I need to find a container to put this flour in. We don't need the lid. Yeah, we're gonna lid it. We're gonna just let that go. I'll put this can of beef broth up. Because all we wound up needing was just 2. Now we need we got our shredded lettuce. Now we just gotta slice up these tomatoes. Hey son, come put up the rest of these cold cuts. Instead of half-ass, put them away right.
And what you're going to use.
It's just using the roast beef. Everything else is just sandwich stuff.
Ain't there. Here, get what you need. Where's your stick?
It's all right there, son. I'll go wash these maters off. I don't know how many we're gonna need, so we're gonna just do one at a time. Let's get a little plate to put these on. I'm gonna just cut that top off. Alright, so this one, don't want to cut very well, so we'll just cut that little piece of stem off at the bottom. And there we go, another, come on, get my mouth. I'm not gonna let that go to waste. I think that might be enough tomatoes. We need to almost cut that one up. Some people don't like tomatoes. I like tomatoes. But did you know tomatoes not a vegetable? It is a fruit. Why? I think it's because of the seeds. I'm not sure. But it's good. We're just gonna let that simmer About a good 20, 30 minutes. I'm gonna leave the slicer out just in case we need to slice another tomato. I'll put those tomatoes over there. Leave this out just in case. Let's see where we at with this. Oh yeah, it's looking and smelling so good. Ain't nothing like a good sloppy roast beef sandwich. Let's get a paper towel. Let's wipe this up. So we can put our eating plates over there. And we'll give it a good thorough cleaning afterwards. I just wanted to get most of this gook off of here. Right, we don't really need the whisk no more. The one thing I don't have, well I do have, it's just, I got the huge ass barbecue ones. And I really don't want is these big old tongs here to get the roast beef out. All I got are these. This is for the barbecue pit, but you know what? I might have to use them. I wish I had my smaller pair, my spring-activated small pair that I used to have back home in New Orleans. But Hurricane Katrina said I didn't need those, so I guess I didn't need them. But it sure would make life easy. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to get us some plates. Hey, son! How big of a sandwich you want? Huh? Like to cover the whole length of the plate? Alright, I got you. Get a bread knife. I rarely use my bread knife. That's how you know it's good French bread. When it's got that hard crunchiness to it. Now we just gotta go ahead and put our cut down the middle. And French bread should be nice and flaky. Or at least a good New Orleans French bread, you know what I'm saying? To hell with Subway, you have to toast your bread to make it crunchy. No, we don't do all that nonsense. But you see how airy it is? Look at the cavities, the air cavities in here. You see what I'm saying? It's we're gonna have to make these, since I made them so long, we're gonna have to do our plates diagonal like that. Alright, now the way you make you a good New Orleans po' boy. Gotta get you a little bit of mayonnaise. Get your spatula, because a knife won't work on this. You just take your spatula. You don't need a whole lot of mayonnaise, just enough to barely coat the bread. You know what I mean? You don't want to. I mean, although I do love, y'all know I love me some mayo. But you just want to coat your bottom and your top bread. I'm going to use even less on my son's because he doesn't like mayonnaise that much. But we doing this New Orleans style, he's getting some. You don't want all of it. You just want to get it in some of those little air holes. But that gravy's going to take care of the rest. I'm going to put a little more on mine. I like mayonnaise on my sandwich. Basically like your butter on a slice of bread. In case we make another sandwich with that other one. Let's see how hot this roast beef is. Let's go ahead and pull a piece. It's warm. You don't want it burning, you know what I mean? Raise the fire up just to get it a little bit hotter. When I say I raise it up a little bit, I just raised it. I mean, it's just barely over simmer. Right, we can put this mayo up. And I'll see you guys when we're ready to put this on the plate. Alright, so we're back. It's only been about 5 minutes or something, but you know, we pretty much got it ready to go. We're going to throw down on this bad mama jamma. So what we're going to do, we're going to raise this here pot. And all you want to do is you want to just drain some of your gravy off. You just want to put that on your bread. And then if you want a little extra gravy to make it sloppy, make a sloppy roast beef, you just get some more gravy and you spoon it on there.
Sloppy roast beef.
I am a sloppy roast beef.
How do you know? How do you make sloppy roast beef?
Alright, so there you go. You want to put yours on there yourself, you said? Huh? What's your story?
No, you can do it. I'm busy making myself a drink.
Oh, so now you want me to make yours? 'Cause alright, so we're gonna make yours good. We're gonna make him a sloppy roast beef here. Now you want to just take your little handful of lettuce. A couple slices of tomatoes. Fold that bad boy in half. This would be easier just to pop it off. And since these are all big sandwiches, we're going to cut them in half. Usually I like my French bread a little wider, but hey, this was a gift, so I can't complain. So let me show you how it plated up. There's his, it's sloppy, and there's mine, it's sloppy. Now let him come and get his plate, and then we'll go sit down and eat. So if you want extra gravy, you can pour some extra gravy over it. You get your little spoon and gravy, but you got some gravy on it already. All right, so after you put your thing down, can you hand me my little setup right there so I could set this up? Thank you, sir. All right, I need to get a tripod for this stupid thing. Make life so much easier instead of propping it up on stuff. All right, so there we go. Sloppy roast beef, New Orleans po' boy. Bon appetit. Keep picking all the stuff off the side. There's going to be a lot more of that, so.
I'm doing a clean sweep in the beginning.
That's how you know you got good sloppy roast beef. It makes drippings all over the plate. Obviously, I didn't cook the roast. I just went to the deli and got plain roast beef. I didn't get nothing flavored. They had two different flavored ones, and I was like, nope, just give me the plain. I'll flavor it myself when I make my Aus Ju. What do you think, boy? And usually your bottom bread usually gets super soggy. Like I said, I usually like my French bread a little wider. But when you're not picking it out yourself, and it's a gift, beggars cannot be choosers. Get back on there. And I like when you go to New Orleans and you get a fried shrimp po' boy, and you got to take shrimp off or shrimp fall off. Most of the time, at least this is pre-Katrina. There's a place I used to go. They'd take 3 or 4. We call them Mardi Gras cups, but y'all might know them like they're about the size of the to-go kids cups at restaurants. 3 or 4 of those filled with fried shrimp. Pour them on your sandwich. You have stuff falling off. They wrap it up. You go about your business. By the time you get home, all the shrimp that fell off probably have enough to make another sandwich or 2 on sliced bread. Same thing with the roast beef. Look, see, you're always going to have stuff falling off because you put a lot on there. And then you use the top of your bread, sop up that gravy. So what are we watching here, son? What do we even know? I know we got the sound off, but it's commercials, but what are we watching?
On The Office.
Reruns of The Office. Have you actually had a roast beef sandwich back at home? No. Yeah, you was little when we left, but I thought maybe since you went back a couple times, you might have had one. And see, in New Orleans, we don't call them subs. We don't call them heroes. We call them po' boys. P-O' boys. Some people actually spell it out, poor boys. Where that name started from, I don't know. I dare say it's probably somewhere in the Depression era, if I had to guess. But, you know, you could get a roast beef po' boy, sloppy or neat. You could get you a French fry po' boy. French fry with eggs on top po' boy. Scrambled eggs on top. That's good. Fried shrimp, fried oyster. Ham and cheese. And hamburger. That's pretty much all that New Orleanians put on po' boys. You never see a po' boy with like bologna or any other kind of sandwich meats. It's roast beef, French fries, and then the French fries, you put that roast beef gravy on there. Oh man. Your fries get a little soggy, but man, you don't know, you better go ask somebody. Go to New Orleans and get you a French fry po' boy. Oh yeah, and sometimes you get like a fried catfish po' boy.
I just thought of something.
What's that?
Pretty good on the po' boy.
What?
Pork belly.
Pork belly? I don't know. If you're still hungry, we've got enough to make one more sandwich about that length, and we can split it if you want, or just have it all to yourself. Again, nothing pretty to look at, but definitely yummy. I never did really get into this. I can't. I tried a few times with you, but I don't know. It's not for me. So what caught your fancy about this program here?
Not just the fact that you would call it a program just made it sound dumb, but
It's a TV program.
I'm not old. Because it's funny.
It's really not that funny. And this po' boy was dressed, because you could also get it naked without the lettuce and tomatoes. But I figured we need a little vegetables with this. Fruits and vegetables. Because like we discussed, tomatoes is a fruit. I think my hardest thing about this show is the cinematography, how it quick flashes and not a steady cam. And when they talk through the camera, I just don't like the style in which it's shot. And I don't even think Steve Carell's even funny in this. I mean, he's funny in like a handful of movies. Like I like him in Bruce Almighty, Evan Almighty, and that's about it. Everything else I've seen him in, he's just like, eh. You want another one, or you good?
I'm good.
I think I'm good as well. Just because we ate New Orleans style food don't mean you need to be like the streets of New Orleans one way. Come and grab this plate, yo. On second thought, you know what? I'm going to go make me another one. But still, come grab this plate and bring it up there for me. Thank you, because I just don't want to put nothing away. That's all. So there you have it. A New Orleans style po' boy with Aus Ju gravy. Let me know if you ever been in New Orleans. Let me know if you ever had a roast beef po' boy like that, a sloppy ass roast beef. Let me know what you think. If you make this at home, go ahead. Let me know how it came out for you. But over here, in the meantime, you got that subscription button. Please consider subscribing. Next to that, you got the notification bell. Click that. You'll be notified when I have new content. Over here, thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't matter. Hit me with one. Just lets me know you're watching. Down below, you got that description box with a description of the video. Links to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. There's a link to my friend's t-shirt website where you can purchase yourself some Big Red Show t-shirt swag. You know what I'm saying? Shameless plug, but that's okay. That website's www.teimp.com, www.teeimp.com. Down below, leave me a comment. type me one out, I'll type you one back. You know how the drill works. I answer all my own emails. I'm not big enough to have somebody do it for me. And even if I was big enough, I'd still do it myself. It don't take long to interact with your viewers. That's why I do it. Don't take that long. It's not that hard. Anyway, here's where I thank each and every one of you guys. From the bottom of this big fat belly to the top of this almost bald dome, thanks for hanging out with your boy. But do me that favor. Come on, please. Watch the videos. Watch the ads. If you want, click those ads. That's how Big Red gets paid. And then do me that other favor. Tell your ma, tell your pa, tell your greasy grandma, share the video with your family and friends. Show them how you get down with Big Red. Maybe they'd like to get down with Big Red too. Maybe they'd like to learn how to make some Aus Ju Gravy and some roast beef sandwiches. Or as we call them, po' boys. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Ghetto Gourmet. I'll see you guys next time in the kitchen. And until the next time, may all your cooking experiences be ghetto fabulous. I got another sandwich to go make and put in my belly. I'm out. Peace.